My name is Graham Sachs, class of 2020. I'm going to talk about how playing in bands as a teenager eventually led to my master's research. I'll discuss other groups that I've been involved with and how all of this has culminated in a music group called the Color Tones. I got my first guitar when I was 8, but it wasn't until high school that I discovered the power of playing loud, pounding rock music with a group of friends. As a troubled kid, the back room of my family home became a sanctuary where, together with my bandmates, my troubles disappeared and I transformed into a rock star. Now, a cadet band may seem like the antithesis of music therapy. Strict discipline, spotless uniforms, and marching while blasting military tunes. Well, many of the school's misfits and oddballs ended up here, where we discovered our shared passion for music and a healthy disdain for authority. And a few of us started a rock band. Music shaped our identities and made us individuals, separate from our teachers and parents. Friends from the marching band became friends for life, and I ascribe that largely to the music that touched and connected us. I've played in many bands throughout my music career, and I know that they'll always be an important part of my life. My nephew Buddy and I worked together in my studio from an early age. He was my first direct experience of neurodivergence and autism. I had to reassess my teaching methods and goals. We programmed songs from scratch on the computer, with Buddy playing in all the parts and adding in his vocals. When he was a teenager, I helped him start a band with his school friends. Energies were as high as the noise levels, and I had to deal with arguments, shyness, sulking, screaming, and absolute joy, often in one session. There was so much chaos, which I tried to control unsuccessfully, but I learned to let go. One 13-year-old spent the first few practices huddled in a corner, refusing to sing. Within a few weeks, he was screaming into the mic like a Swedish death metal vocalist. "We're pitch black and we like to shout. We're pitch black, so you better watch out." Another member refused to play any instruments but insisted on participating. He announced that he'd be our manager, and he designed our CD cover and helped us sell the CD. Years later, I would realize that this was a part of musicking, and this group would lead me to my research topic. My master's research was centered on forming a rock group with autistic teenagers. I consulted with my autistic friend and disability rights activist, Tanya Melnichuk, whose insights have guided my approaches to neurodiversity. Tanya advised me to make the group as diverse as possible, including at least one non-speaker. I believe that it's essential to get insights from the populations that we work with, to prevent imposing our own biases, stereotypes, and musical tastes on our clients. And the non-speaker in the band, Sapphire, ended up being our lyricist, and she also vocalized. The rock band offered a space for expression and connection, without the need for talking. To quote Sapphire, "Having friends is realizing my dream of having a great life despite my challenges. I definitely want to join up with the group again." And 3 members of this group jumped at the opportunity to join the Color Tones, a social music group I started in 2022. I'd like to present some reflections on the Color Tones. We started with only 4 people, but the group quickly grew, and so I enlisted the help of music therapist Julie Reed to co-facilitate. This has taken some pressure off me, and Julie also brings a lot of new ideas to the sessions. I have kept this an open group, and where possible, nobody is turned away. Even though we're a group, members can participate in their own unique way. This allows shyer members to sit in a corner and play quietly, while others may spontaneously get up and spin or dance. If a member wants a carer present, I support this, and I encourage them to actively participate, rather than just watch. Adults seem to enjoy the sessions as much as their children, and it creates a wonderful bonding opportunity. I suspect it's also valuable for children to see their parents letting loose, being silly, and having fun. I have a suggested fee, but in the spirit of inclusion, members may pay what or if they can without any explanation. This has worked out well and has taken away the need for embarrassing conversations around money. My practice is based at a children's theatre, and at times, kids that are around for the theatre workshops get curious. I encourage them to participate, and it's amazing to see how music normalizes interactions between neurodivergent kids and neurotypical kids. I love seeing how members of the group become more confident and more willing to express themselves. A typical session these days may involve singing, drumming, dancing, farts, jokes, and moments of quiet breathing and introspection. For me, the most valuable thing that emerges from the color tones is a safe community where the members can be themselves without having to try and fit in. Every week, the room is filled with a joyful noise where friends old and new come together, connected by this magical, powerful force we call music. And I'd like to end this presentation by reciting the lyrics to the Color Tones anthem written by Sapphire. Playing music makes us happy. Playing music sets us free. Others want to chain and box us, but music lets us be. Color tones have many talents. Color tones are super cool. Anyone who won't respect us ain't nothing but a fool. Playing music sets us free. Thank you for listening.